What up, though? This is Three Count Commentaries, and this is your host, Mongo Sway. So today we're going to talk about Alexa Bliss and Asuka, the match for the Raw Women's Championship. And so we get Alexa Bliss, and she's on a new playground, and Alexa is singing and swinging, and she's talking about how last week was fun, and she laughed at Randy Orton's burned face. And they're playing, interspersing some clips into this thing. And she says how Asuka didn't want to play nice, but neither did she. And she talked about how the Fiend taught her a little trick, and that she's going to thank him for teaching her this trick when she sees him again. And tonight she has an opportunity to win a shiny new toy, and it's the Raw Women's title. And she doesn't feel like playing very nice. So it was interesting. It was pretty creepy. I liked it. It was a little too long, with a little too, kind of with too many flashbacks. Also, I don't like that WWE feels the need to cut away from things. Like, God, why do they need to cut away from things? Why can't you just let shit sit? Like, they want to show the empty arena, for Christ's sake. Nobody cares about the fucking empty building. So we don't get any promos from Asuka. We don't really get much of anything from Asuka. And then, hell, Asuka is in the ring when we come back from commercial, when it's time for the main event. And they do her fireworks and everything, but she's pretty much treated as an afterthought. It's not really about Asuka, which is fucked up. I mean, it is what it is. It's fucked up. So Alexa Bliss comes out to the Firefly Funhouse theme, and they wrestle. And as usual, Asuka has the lead over Alexa Bliss when she is Alexa Bliss, or the Firefly Fun, or she's Funhouse Alexa, or Playground Alexa, let's say. Then you have, some strange music playing, and they start doing the camera magic. And the camera magic brings a hobby horse in the ring, and Alexa Bliss is riding the hobby horse, and they go to commercial. They come back, they're wrestling some more, and then more Alexa Bliss's old theme song begins to play. We get some more camera magic, and then she's had a wardrobe change, and now she's like the old 2017 Alexa Bliss. And she's crying, and pretending to be, out of sorts. And, that Alexa Bliss is very manipulative. And, the kind of person who used her double jointedness to be manipulative and to fake injuries and stuff like that. So she basically was faking like she didn't know what was going on. And she was crying and looking confused. And Asuka was taking it easy on her for a little bit. But then she was like, okay, fuck this. And she charged, and Alexa Bliss kind of switched on her. And then it was obviously a trick. Then Alexa Bliss changed again to her Fiend out version, where she and Asuka started getting into a scrap. And Asuka was kind of getting a little very aggressive. And she tried to go for the Asuka lock. And then Alexa Bliss countered it and got her in the mandible claw. So while Asuka is in the mandible claw, and it seems like Alexa Bliss is about to win, here comes Randy Orton, sans mask, no mask, and he's got burns on his face. Alexa Bliss turns around, he hits her with an RKO, and she sold it beautifully. Now the bell didn't ring, so that's clearly a disqualification. So Asuka lost by disqualification to Alexa Bliss. So the show ends with, more Randy Orton, Alexa Bliss shenanigans. And this was very good. Now, I don't like that they've taken so much attention off Asuka. They basically treated Asuka like, she's just carrying the belt, man. She's a coat rack. They just like, I don't know what to do with this thing. What is this thing? I don't know what to do. Okay, here, put it over there. And then it's just over there. And all the attention that Asuka used to get, like during the summer and stuff like that, it's not on her anymore. She's not even a part of the tag team championship storyline anymore, because she's been pulled away to do this thing. They're not shitting on Asuka, because Asuka still looks competitive, but she's dealing with some supernatural creature, right? And I know that's silly, and it's, to some people it's stupid, but she's dealing with a supernatural creature, so yes, she's having a hard time. And, she's having a hard time winning. And they told that story the previous week that Fiend out Alexa Bliss has special powers and she can do all sorts of stuff and she can withstand a lot of pressure. She can withstand a lot of punishment. She can just survive. She's basically girl Fiend. So basically that's the story they've been telling with Asuka. I would have liked for them to at least let Asuka talk, cut a promo, build it up, talk about how she's going to be a fighting champion anyway, then give her full fucking entrance and, treat it like a big deal. But instead, they treated it somewhat like a big deal. Asuka did get part of her entrance. They did the in-ring introductions, which I love. You should always do in-ring introductions for main events, as far as I'm concerned, or title matches especially. But I love the RKO. It was an easy way to get out of this match. Alexa Bliss did not need the title. She did. The idea of her winning the title was disturbing. She didn't need to win it, so they did the smart thing and got her out of there. So I like it. They let Randy Orton be the guy that attacks women. So because he has to do nothing but grab their head and pull them down. So, but this was great. This was great. Randy Orton hadn't been seen all night, except for the clips that they played of his promo, and Alexa Bliss laughing at his burned face. And it made sense because Randy Orton said he didn't really blame Alexa Bliss for what happened to him. He blamed the Fiend. But at the same time, she was mocking him, So she got what she got because she was mocking him earlier. She was laughing at how his face was burned and laughing at how he looked and everything. So they've already abandoned Randy Orton's mask, which sucks. I wanted him to wrestle in the mask. I wanted him to appear in the hoodie with the mask on in the dark and just go, RKO. It would have been fucking excellent. But we got Randy Orton burned face instead. Whatever. We got the visual of the mask. I like the visual of the mask. So it was fun. My criticisms of the Alexa Bliss stuff remain. That it's unsustainable. You cannot do this when the crowds come back. So I don't understand why you will start this. You will have to now justify how she can't transform anymore. You will have to probably do cinematic matches, which means you have the people sitting in the crowd, but then they're looking at a screen. Whatever. But this was fine. This was all good. It was all about Alexa Bliss, and she wanted the toy. What she called the toy was her title, and her relationship with the Fiend is still, it's there because they did some stuff where she said, "Let me in," and she had the Fiend would change her face, like the essence of the Fiend is inside of her. And I think that's really where we're going with this, and that is, the Fiend has penetrated Alexa Bliss, and that he has, corrupted her, and that's fine. I like that idea, but eventually we gotta find a way to get out of this, right? We got to get out of this somehow. So I'm interested in the ride. I'm interested in the ride and how we get out of this. So this was very fun. This was really good stuff. I really want them to do more with Asuka, but hopefully this is done. I was really kind of peeved last week or the week before because I was like, well, Alexa Bliss is going to beat Asuka. She just won the title. And I thought that maybe that's what you were going to do is, have Alexa Bliss win the title. But whatever, this is fine too. Also, this idea of Alexa Bliss catching an RKO, it would have been fine to do this at the Royal Rumble too. Here it was just a way to save Asuka, which, some people don't like it. I think it was perfectly fine. But I think it might have been better use for, if you're going to give Alexa Bliss an RKO, it might have been best utilized at the Royal Rumble to screw her out of the Royal Rumble. Because now, how do you get Alexa Bliss out of the Royal Rumble? Do you say that she's not going to be in it anymore? She's a Fiend super monster. She should be able to survive one RKO. She's going to come out in that match and then not win it. It's going to be strange. So you have to find some way of kicking her out of this match. And maybe you have Randy Orton grab her and throw her out. maybe that's what you do. And then maybe she is the reason he loses later. You know, that would be fine. But I definitely would have liked for them to, you know, do a little bit more with Asuka. That's my problem here. And, you know, but whatever. You know, it was all fun and games. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, spread the good word of 3 Count Commentaries by utilizing the hashtag 3 Count Commentaries. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, shed light, shed light, shed light. I know what that's like.